Yo, what's up everyone? It's Tyler and Nick from GXG. We can't afford a chair, so we're making YouTube tutorials now. Today we're gonna be breaking down one of our newest samples from our new sample pack, Genius X Genius Collection Volume 1, which is on our website right now. We did this in the style of J.I.D and J.Cole. So just look forward to more of these and let's get into it. All right, so I just actually fired Nick from GXG. Damn. So it's just gonna be me.
All right, so before I break down the sample, I want to just play the beat for you guys so you can hear what it sounds like. So here we go.
First thing we're gonna break down is the hi-hats. The biggest thing, and I think everyone knows this, like when going into making beats, is sound selection. To me, when it comes to this beat, the hi-hats are the biggest driving force in terms of the attitude that it has. So we have 5 different hi-hats on this that are all kind of piecing together the rhythm that we have. And then playing that in context. So with this MZ hi-hat, it's giving us really like the foundational bounce of the whole beat. And then the rest of the hi-hats around it are just texture for it. Especially this pattern 13 when we have that echo hi-hat in there.
So to complement these hi-hats, we added this flanger crash, perk loop, and this little rim right here just to add a little bit more bounce, especially for this transition part, because as you can hear, when the hook drops, there's like 4 kicks that hit right away, or 4 808s and 2 kicks that hit right away. And it's like kind of building suspense, and then when it finally everything drops at once, it's like, okay, we're finally taking you to where the beat needs to be. So this is what that sounds like all together with the hi-hats. And again, in context for the sake of understanding the bounce.
So to add on to what Nick was saying, we love adding ear candy in our beats. We think it's a super important part of any song. It's what's gonna keep the listener listening. And there's 2 prime examples of that in this. One is the flanger crash, where it just kind of holds you in air for like half of a bar and then brings you right back into the beat. And another example is the ghost notes or the low velocity notes in the bass right before we start back on the 1.
So this is what the 808 pattern sounds like by itself. We have it hitting on the root note of C every time, just like the sample does. Put 1 slide in here at the beginning, just because when it hits on the same note every time, it can get a little boring. So just add a little switch up. Same with this D sharp here. It's in the scale. It's technically not the root note, but you don't always have to follow the rules. We have this 808 from the Nami kit and this 808 from the Mike Zara kit. So on one half, the Mike Zara 808 plays, and the other half, the Nami 808 plays for a little bit of variation. So this is what the Mike Zara 808 sounds like. And then at the beginning of the hook, we actually did not keep the first 2 bars of the 808 because we wanted to add this 4 808 hit right here that just adds a little bit of bounce that creates that weird intro you hear. And before I play that, I want to just move over to the kick and show you that, yeah, we copied the 808 over to the kick pattern, but we took some of the notes out because when the 808 hits sometimes, when the kick is not, or vice versa, it creates a different type of bounce as well. So like right here, you can see 2 kicks and 4 808s. It's just like a call and response almost. So in context, in the intro, it's a really cool sound. It sounds like this.
So the way that we transitioned from this last section of the hook into our outro is really simple. We just put reels on our main sample here and automated the record stop feature that gives us that sound. And yeah, if you don't have reels, Speed does it. It's not as pretty, but you can still get the same effect that we have here. So at the very last part of this beat, we went overboard. Because why not? One thing you'll find with all of our samples in this kit is that they're multi-use. So if you want to reverse it, you'll get a brand new sample. You can't do that with all samples, just GXG ones. Keep that in mind when watching this video. So at the very last part, this is what it sounds like coming out of the main hook of the beat. Super trippy. And shout out to Nami for his drum loops here. We're using that for the percussion underneath this. So the way that we did this is we flipped it, reversed it, and whatever else Fergie did in her song. We just pretty much copied that and did that for our sample. We just put reels on our main sample here and automated the record stop feature that gives us that sound. And yeah, if you don't have reels, Speed does it. It's not as pretty, but you can still get the same effect that we have here. So most people know how to do this in the production world. It's just the arrangement. For this one, it goes hook, verse, hook, and then repeated 3 times with a B section, which is our outro. So that wraps up this beat breakdown with me and Nick. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We're going to be posting more. You can find this sample and more on our website, geniusxgenius.com. There is a discount on the site for 20% with our new serum bank as well called Pillars. So go check that out. We hope we enjoyed it. We also hope you enjoyed it. So
we did not enjoy it.
I fucking hated this.
I actually loved it. This is really fun.
So you can't hear him, so it doesn't matter what he's saying. All right. Well, fuck you guys.